Alright, hey everyone, Frankie here, New West Reset. Hello, how's it going? Welcome back. Thank you very much for shooting in, joining a fella here for another one. Another boots on the ground for you here, folks. And we're back revisiting an old friend, the Devenish Building. I kind of picked the best time of day and worst time of day to check this out. The sun is hitting perfectly now on its south-facing side here on 17th Avenue Southwest, just off of 8th Street. But it's rush hour traffic. It's about, I don't know, 4:30, 4:45. And yeah, cars and people everywhere. So we're going to make the best of it. We're going to try to, kind of do a... Let's see if Buddy can do a complete walk around on this thing, except for where it's, blocked off by an adjoining building. And maybe we'll even take a peekaboo inside. I don't know what's going to happen. Stick around, find out. Be right back.
About a heaven in Alberta, where they've got all hell for a basement.
All right, so welcome back. Beautiful day here, by the way. It's very warm, very sunny, a little windy, so occasionally you might hear me hollering. I'm not hollering at you though, I'm just hollering toward you. But yes, this is the Devenish Building. I believe they say this was built in 1911. So, a one-year wonder, I guess? I don't know. Beautiful 3-story with a lower level. A brick building with sandstone galore. And we've got these nice little, what I call it, bijou balconies here as well. A couple of them on this side above that main entrance. And then there's a couple of more further down we'll have a look at here in a second. Sandstone galore, above and below all the windows, as mentioned. Not super embellished, but at one time it was. And I found a few older pictures online of it. So, yeah, I'll kind of intersperse them here throughout the video or something. But what I'm going to do here is just continue to walk down. You can see the size of this thing. It takes up a half a city block. So for 1911, that must have been quite a project. If memory serves, the population of Calgary around then was, I want to say 30, maybe 40,000, something like that. So there's the original, there's a coat of arms up there. And that's the original design. Oops, sorry. Maybe that is a lion? I don't know. It kind of looks like a griffin or some other kind of beast. But anyway, those nice garlands hanging down, flanking either side of it there. Quite lovely. And again, more of those bijou balconies I was talking about. Huge columns or pillars holding it up. Then big giant sandstone header, all roughly hewn. Nice sort of inlay work along the top there as well. Right, so I'm going to, I think I'm going to try to cross the street here. And we'll get up close, have a closer look at some of the details, and then we'll kind of do a walk around the other side and the back side of this too, and see if there's anything kind of hanky and hokey going on. Love this corner section as well. Nice detail with the brick there. So you can see the brickwork along here, quite lovely. Now that sandstone has been treated and painted because, as I've mentioned a bunch of times here, it deteriorates rather rapidly. It's kind of a shame because a lot of the buildings around here are built of sandstone or have a lot of the sandstone details on them. Oh, I don't see a plaque here either. Same type of door. No leaded glass, but there's etched glass, so those have been replaced on, I'm thinking. This is kind of weird. There's a window there that somebody's put some fancy stained glass in there, but they've built stairs in front of it. And then they've put a plank of wood there because the window goes down. Is that what's happening? Yep, that's what's happening. All right. Why not? So you can see it's all covered in schmutz here. They've created a pretty decent transition from the brick to the schmutz with this flashing. Normally they don't even bother with that. You can see these windows also are only about 4 inches, 3-4 inches off the sidewalk. So that's not ideal either. So I'm thinking there's brick underneath this schmutz and they've just covered over it. Anyway, I'm going to pause it here for a second and take a run around the backside. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go in. I'm just going to go right in. I'll go in this door here with that goofy half-covered window. Maybe while I'm here I can shut. These pillars are quite nice. Details up there. That's pretty nice up there. Definitely be cool to hang out up there. Now, if I remember correctly online, this was built as an apartment complex back in the day. Beautiful mosaic tile there. So I walk in this door, and you gotta go up. Hardwood floors here. Back down to exit the back of the building. So now it's all retail shops in here, boutiques, and vape shops, tattoo shops, bakeries, cafes, that sort of thing. But apparently, it used to be apartments, French doors. I think almost all of them have French doors. Some of them they've added, these huge windows after the fact. So let's go upstairs here. Beautiful hardwood floors now. Here's one of those bijou balconies. That's funny though. Again, the flooring on this is encroaching on that window. It's not how you would build that. Beautiful detail there. This truss that supports the one over top. No cast iron. The second floor now. Give you a shot of the floor. Beautiful hardwood floor. And the ceiling isn't incredibly high, but nice detail on it. Balcony also partially obscuring that window, so I wonder what deal is with that. Were they an afterthought or what? Very creaky floors. Reminds me of my Nana's house. So the building, yeah, definitely built in 1911, so they say. I don't think that elevator was put in at that time. There may have been an elevator, one of those old-timey elevators with a cage door that closes, and you have the guy who operates it for you, because, you know, it's very tough for people to press a button. Can't rely on folks to do that, eh? So you gotta, like, have a guy working it for you. I'm wondering if these used to be transom windows above these doors. Oh, there's the old keyhole in there. It's kind of neat. So there's that other main entrance going back into the front on 17th Avenue. But I'm going to actually going to go down to the lower level, the basement. And then when I come back up, we'll go out the back door here. Okay, there used to be a sushi restaurant here, but it's now something else. Now it's called Betty Lou's. Okay. Interesting. Some kind of restaurant or something of some sort. All right, so we're gonna exit out the back here now. There's some lions on the door handles there, eh? So this is 16th Avenue Southwest. So I'll just do a 180 here. Let you see it from back here. You get a bit of a glare, unfortunately. So yeah, an absolutely beautiful building. You can see how this balcony is obscuring that window, the other side, same thing. All of them except for the very top ones. The very top ones are fine. Let's see if we can see anything. These windows, again, about the same. Like 3 or 4 inches off the ground. Here they've added some drainage with the pea gravel and all of that. Looks like they've closed in a bunch for utilities and vents and whatnot. There's a door to get into the lower level from outside, but I bet you it goes under the stairs that go, you know, up to the, I guess, the main floor, because there is no ground level floor. You go in and you got to go up or down. See this detail a lot, don't we, on railings, fences and whatnot, tops of buildings. Seems to be a repeating pattern. Okay, so I'm going to zip to the end of the block here, and then I'll cut across to the east-facing side of this, which is on 8th Street Southwest. Weird. They've added a modern door. They've cut in a door down here. The Collectors Club. Oh, that's what that club was, or whatever. From the basement level. So that used to be where the sushi restaurant was, or something. Pretty sure it was a Japanese, but mostly sushi. And here, on this side, what they've done is they've blocked it in with glass. They've made windows. So they've made the exterior brick wall an interior wall there because of the retail space that's in here now. So they could, you know, put mannequins or whatever in there, I guess. You can see that they still kept all of that inside. So yeah, this is really strange. They've added glass here and there. And it's, I don't know, it looks strange because it's so modern. So it doesn't really work, you know what I mean? Especially when these jut out and they've had to frame the glass in around it. Like, are you kidding me, man? It's nuts. Simply nuts. Okay, I'm gonna run back across the street, give you one last wide shot of this thing. Maybe I'll run across 8th and shoot it from this way and give you an idea of what we're talking about here. Yep, stick around, we'll be right back. Alright, so there it is. Crazy glare, unfortunately, but the beautiful, the one and only Devenish Building. Right here on the corner of 17th Avenue and 7th Street, Southwest. So, wow, I was glad I was able to get inside there, share a bunch of that tour with you. I'm doing a little bit of a closer look, a second visit, to this old friend of the channel here, the Devenish. So, as per usual, you let me know what you think down below. Of course, do all the other things to help a fella out. And that's going to seal the deal here today for Frankie, New West Reset. So until the next one, take care out there and have yourselves a good one. All right? Cheers.